Music has the power to transcend time, shape cultures, and redefine the very essence of sound. Throughout the decades, some albums have not only left a profound impact on the music industry, but also influenced generations of listeners, artists, and entire musical movements. These albums redefined genres, broke boundaries, and sparked cultural revolutions. Here's a look at some of the most iconic albums that changed music forever, each a landmark in its own right. Before we continue, I wish to let you know that we have links to all the music albums listed in the description and the first comment below. You can check on them if you want to know more about each music album after watching this video. Now, to the list. 1. The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, 1967. Widely considered one of the most influential albums of all time, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band marked a pivotal moment in rock history. The Beatles, already at the forefront of the British invasion, pushed musical boundaries with this album, experimenting with studio techniques, unconventional instruments, and complex song structures. The album is a psychedelic masterpiece that blends rock, pop, classical, and avant-garde music. With tracks like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and A Day in the Life, Sgt. Pepper's revolutionized the way albums were produced and listened to. It also helped solidify the idea of the album as an artistic statement, rather than just a collection of songs. 2. Michael Jackson, Thriller, 1982. When Thriller was released, it did more than just change the landscape of pop music. It became a cultural phenomenon. Michael Jackson's sixth studio album set new standards for both music production and music videos. With hits like Billie Jean, Beat It, and the title track Thriller, the album broke racial barriers on MTV and transformed the music video into an art form. The album's fusion of pop, rock, and R&B created a new musical vocabulary that artists would continue to draw from for decades. Thriller not only solidified Jackson as the king of pop, but also changed the way we think about album releases, marketing, and cross-media promotion. 3. Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, 1973. The Dark Side of the Moon is an album that took the concept of the rock album to new, cerebral heights. The British band's eighth studio album blended progressive rock with experimental soundscapes, using studio effects, synthesizers, and philosophical lyrics to create a concept album that explored themes of time, mental illness, and the human experience. The album's seamless transitions between tracks and its use of sound effects and electronic elements were revolutionary at the time. The Dark Side of the Moon not only became one of the best-selling albums of all time, but also shaped the direction of progressive rock, influencing countless artists and albums that followed. 4. Nirvana, Nevermind, 1991. The release of Nevermind by Nirvana in 1991 marked the dawn of the grunge movement and completely shifted the music scene away from the glam rock and polished pop of the 80s. With its raw energy, gritty sound, and angst-filled lyrics, Nevermind captured the disillusionment of Generation X. The album's lead single, Smells Like Teen Spirit, became an anthem for youth rebellion, and is often credited with bringing alternative rock and punk sensibilities into the mainstream. Nirvana's success, with Nevermind at its core, helped define the 90s music scene, making it one of the most iconic albums in rock history. 5. The Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, 1966. Though initially not as commercially successful as it would later become, Pet Sounds is now considered one of the greatest albums of all time. Brian Wilson, the genius behind the Beach Boys, crafted a sound that was innovative both musically and conceptually. Combining lush orchestral arrangements with introspective lyrics, Pet Sounds broke away from the typical surf rock sound the band was known for. The album's influence on other artists, especially the Beatles, is immense. Pet Sounds is said to have inspired the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Its intricate harmonies, use of unconventional instruments, and emotionally layered songwriting set a new standard for pop and rock music. 6. Aretha Franklin, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, 1967. Aretha Franklin's I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You changed the sound of soul music forever and solidified her place as one of the greatest vocalists of all time. The album features Franklin's powerhouse vocals and emotional depth on tracks like Respect and You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. It was a turning point in her career, marking the moment she embraced her own style and sound, blending gospel, jazz, and blues influences. Respect, in particular, became an anthem for both the feminist and civil rights movements. This album redefined what it meant to be a female artist in the male-dominated music industry and laid the foundation for generations of singers to come. 7. The Clash, London Calling, 1979. London Calling is widely regarded as one of the most influential punk rock albums ever made. The Clash's third studio album fused punk with reggae, ska, rockabilly, and pop, breaking the mold of what punk could be. With its politically charged lyrics and eclectic sound, London Calling became a rallying cry for youth movements around the world. The album's title track, as well as songs like Train in Vain and The Guns of Brixton, showcased the Clash's ability to merge social commentary with accessible, energetic music. London Calling helped solidify punk as a significant cultural force, pushing the genre beyond its underground roots. 8. Madonna, Like a Prayer, 1989. Madonna's Like a Prayer is one of her most iconic and boundary-pushing albums. Known for her ability to blend pop with deeper cultural and social themes, Madonna used this album to explore issues like religious imagery, race, and sexuality. The title track, along with hits like Express Yourself and Like a Prayer, became anthems of empowerment. The album's fusion of pop, rock, gospel, and dance music, combined with its provocative themes, pushed the boundaries of what pop music could address. Like a Prayer remains one of Madonna's most influential works, helping cement her place as a cultural and musical icon. 9. Bob Dylan, Highway 61, Revisited, 1965. Bob Dylan's Highway 61, Revisited marks a monumental shift in the world of folk and rock music. With this album, Dylan fully embraced electric rock instrumentation, moving away from his acoustic folk roots and signaling the birth of folk rock. The album's opening track, Like a Rolling Stone, is often regarded as one of the greatest songs in rock history. And the album itself is a masterpiece of surreal, poetic lyrics paired with innovative musical arrangements. Highway 61 Revisited redefined what popular music could be, influencing generations of songwriters and musicians. 10. Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 2010. Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is widely considered one of the greatest albums of the 21st century. The album blends hip-hop, soul, baroque pop, and electronic music into a unique, ambitious soundscape. With tracks like Runaway, Power, and All of the Lights, West challenges the conventions of the genre, creating an album that's as much about artistic expression as it is about personal reflection. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was a cultural touchstone, sparking conversation about race, fame, and mental health, and it has since been hailed as a modern classic that influenced the trajectory of hip-hop and mainstream music. These albums stand as monumental achievements in the world of music, each leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Whether through pioneering new sounds, tackling controversial themes, or simply changing the way music was consumed, these records continue to inspire artists and listeners alike. From the psychedelic innovations of Sgt. Pepper's to the genre-defying complexities of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, these albums reshaped the musical landscape and will continue to shape the future of music for generations to come. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment your favorite album in the list, and share this video if you enjoyed watching. And subscribe to this channel to continue uncovering more awesome gems in music, books, and movies. You can also check the description or the first comment below for links to all the music albums mentioned in this video. See you in our other videos.